Paolo, I know it's hard to be completely reflective after, ending your season just less than 24 hours ago, but when you look at what your group did over the course of the campaign, dating back to training camp, your goals of being a top 10 defense, playing together on offense, making the playoffs, you guys were able to accomplish all that. Just how proud are you of the group as a whole for living up to all that?
Yeah, I would say extremely proud. We pretty much did everything that we said we were going to do from the summer to training camp, like you said, and then all throughout the year. We never wavered in terms of belief and just staying locked in on what the goal was. So even when we took some losses throughout the year and some tough times, like we just stayed focused and stayed locked in on the task at hand. So I'm just super proud of the group as a whole.
Now that you've had a little time to detach, just Game 7, what is that like compared to earlier in the series or regular season? How different is that?
It's extremely different. I would say just the intensity, the atmosphere. That was probably the most intense game that I played in, just in terms of how intense I was, and just I almost don't remember some of the game just because how just lost in the game I was and how focused I was throughout that game. But I definitely want to get back to that though. That just getting a taste of the playoffs and a full 7-game series, it makes you want more. So.
That's what I say. The experience. How invaluable is that for this group and for you? Because that's now the bar.
Yeah, it's extremely valuable. I think just everybody getting to see what that's like and just being so close to advancing and a couple plays, couple shots away. I think it's just going to motivate everybody and just seeing what we can do in the playoffs. It's encouraging, and I think it's going to make everybody be better.
What can you take from that game that you can maybe spin, that you take for the future? When you think about playing in those Game 7, playing in the Game 7.
I would just say that those Game 7s, it just comes down to how can you put forth your best effort in terms as a team, as a player, and just it almost feels like the whole season it doesn't matter until after that game. So it just was a great experience for everybody, and like I said, I'm sure everybody will learn and just be better from it, but definitely want to experience that again and be on the other end of the loss and win next time.
Paolo, so many players in this league build their legacy in the postseason. We've gone, head to head with a guy like Donovan Mitchell, who afterwards, says you're going to be a monster in this league. What does that kind of respect mean to you that you're garnering it in that fashion?
Yeah, I think just I've always taken respect from my peers as the highest level of respect, just because those guys know what it looks like and what it takes just to play at this level and do the things that we do as players. So just guys saying that, it just means a lot, because that's all I've really wanted since I've gotten in the league, is just to get the respect from everybody as a player, as a competitor, and it was a fun series. We went at it with those guys. It wasn't very friendly. Those 7 games weren't very friendly, and so just to have that respect at the end, it just shows on both sides how great of competitors there were out there. Just leaves myself to be even more motivated.
Paolo, Jamal and Mo both just mentioned about this kind of showed you, this series showed you the importance of winning it, getting that home court advantage. Do you feel like that, like going in January and February next year, playing in some of those games, how important those games could be in the end when it comes to getting maybe this home field advantage in the future?
100%. Yeah, I think my rookie year, I just remember thinking, how important the games were at the beginning of the year in general, just to win. Because I remember how much that set us back not winning those games at the start. So I think, this year, after being in the playoffs, I think next year we'll be definitely focused on just, looking ahead in terms of it's December or January, having home court and the playoffs in the back of your head, to where you know how important that is to clinch a home court spot and be able to be at home those first couple games in the playoffs, because you don't really know how much of effect it has until you experience it. And I can definitely say that home court in the playoffs is it's a lot different than home court in regular season.
Paulo, you just finished your second year. You know more about this league and the business about it now than what you did when you came in. Rosters aren't 100% the same the next year. What do you want the folks upstairs to do? Run it all back? What do you want to see them do? Because this group is tight. You guys know what you can do. What do you want them to do?
Yeah, I think we have a great group. A lot of guys that really gel well together, and I think the front office did a good job putting this team together and having a vision, and I think they're just going to continue to do that. And so whatever they choose to do, I'm going to trust, and I'm sure everyone else will. So I'm excited, honestly, just to see what happens, and if nothing happens, then nothing happens, and we'll run it all back. So I'm excited.
Coach mentioned the loss stings because this group knows what it's capable of. How much has that changed from the beginning of the season, and what is this group capable of in the future?
I think this group really has no ceiling. I think we just have an ultimate belief in each other and what we can do. And, it took us this far this year, but I think, just with another summer of, working, improving, everybody just having that hunger and motivation, I think we can take it even farther. I think this was just the very start of something special.
What do you
What's
want
next
to work
for
on
you?
the most this summer going into next year for yourself?
Yeah. This summer is really, I've really been thinking about this summer a lot and just what it's going to be like. I've been telling my close friends and family, like, this is my first summer first full summer I get to have where I don't have any, upcoming commitments or anything. Really, since I left school, the past 2 years have been crazy, especially the summers, just living out of a suitcase and traveling and doing a bunch of stuff. So really just going to try to get back to the basics this summer, get in the best shape I can, just get back to the stuff that got me here. I'm not saying I wasn't doing that, but just get back home, get around my friends and family. I don't see them hardly at all during the season. So get back and just be around them, get my mind right, my body right, and just, really just get back to the basics is the best way I can put it. Get back to the old Pete.
That's what I was going to say. What's next for you? Like, what do the next few weeks look like? Do you try to take a break? Do you ease back in? What do you do?
Oh, I'm going to take a nice break for sure. Definitely going to take a nice break. Like I said, it just, literally since I got drafted, it just feels like it's been on fast forward, just from the seasons to the summers. It was always something. So I think this is the first time in a minute that I get to just sit down and relax and just get back to normal. So I'm really excited for that, and I know that I'm gonna get a lot better just with this because all the moving around and stuff is good, but I think there's something when you're able to just get back around the people you love and people you want to be around, and just get back to the good old basics.
Paolo, we saw the fans show out for you guys all season in the playoffs. You guys responded on home court, didn't lose to a single sub-500 team on the home floor. How much did you feel both the team and the city embraced each other this season?
I think it was special this year, I think just from the beginning, we started off really well, and I think the fans really bought in during that time, early in the year, and just stuck with us through the whole season. And then, the playoffs, they took it to another level and really got behind us. It elevated us, just our play, our mentality. We knew we had them behind us every time we stepped foot, at our home court. So it was super exciting, and I'm only, it just makes me even more excited for next year. Because I know the fans are going to be super excited, anticipating, us to be, back to where we are. So it's a new era, it's a new day, and I'm sure the fans are happy.
Thanks, Pete.
Thanks, Paul.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.